Hi everyone, my name is Juliana and welcome to my channel dedicated to spirituality, positivity, overall well-being and tarot cards. So this video will be dedicated to tarot card. I'll be doing a general pick a card reading for you, and the question is, will he or she going to propose? So if you're first time on my channel and this is a first reading of mine, please take a few minutes and watch video what you need to know before your tarot reading, because I feel that I explain what tarot means for me and how I read it, so you will have better context to understand how I read tarot and how to understand the message that tarot will going to provide for you. Please remember to see general reading as entertainment and have a light heart about it, and if it resonates with you, fantastic, and if it doesn't, then it's all good. Just forget about it and move on with your day. So this is online general reading, but if you want a personal consultation with me, please feel free to drop me an email. All the information you can find in the description box. If you like the video, please like it, comment if you like it, or if there are any question that you want me to do reading in the future. And of course, subscribe. I'll really appreciate this. Is a new channel and your support means a lot. So okay, let's go to the reading. Okay, so here's the group number 1, here's the group number 2, and here's the group number 3. Please take a few moments and meditate and choose the ones that speak to you the most. Okay, so the cards tell me that now the situation, now you're pretty comfortable in the situation, now your relationship in a good spot, and it seems like everything developed very well. You thriving together, you got used together, you have a lot of in common, and it's just everything is really comfortable and convenient for you right now. You're really satisfied in where you at. You are about in finding balance in with each other, and you try to find a place, or you're looking for a place kind of how you both feel fit within the life of each other, and you're just trying to find the balance to accommodate both of your lives and both of your environments and both of your kind of lives together, how to manage your life together, how each one of you fit into each other, another one's life. It is for the partner who you anticipating a proposal. It is up to him to, now he's kind of not evaluating, but trying to really understand how all your relationship, your wonderful, beautiful relationship, fit with everybody. Really try to understand how you would fit into his life, how you would fit with his surrounding. It is really about him to find his own balance, because you are such an important piece in his life, and he's just finding he's just trying to understand right now how that you fit with everything, especially with his surrounding, with other people which surrounds him, such as maybe his family or his friends. If you are familiar with his family and friends, and you feel that you not maybe they kind of a little bit different type of people, not maybe you kind of from different circles, so just from different backgrounds. So he just, if that's the situation, he just trying to understand how to keep everyone's happy and manage that, because you are important part in his life. I don't see that this is going to happen. It's not happening right now. I don't see the proposal right now. I see there is still a lot of things that you need to figure out in your relationship together. Again, I see that your relationship have a very good start. I think that you have really good understanding, you have a really good connection with each other. This is really special for both of you. It's just this relationship needs to develop a little bit further when you will be able to make that next step, to make this certainty, because I feel there is certain things that are still not cleared out in your relationship. There are certain things yet that has to be figured out before the marriage. Maybe you feel like to make a commitment and then you will going to work on that together, but this is not the case. This is actually the opposite. Now when there is there's a lot of things that needs to be decided and still learn about each other. If there is a conversation, if maybe you started that conversation with your partner about marriage, then I would suggest you to kind of lay low with that for now, because it's too much pressure on him at the moment, on your partner at the moment. There's some things that needs to be resolved first. So I would suggest you to be supportive and do not pressure. Your relationship already in a good place right now. Enjoy where you at this very moment. Don't try to force it. What's coming next? What will be next with our relationship? That's not the time for that. So just enjoy where you're at the moment, and trust me, that will actually work for benefit more, because I feel that your partner has a lot of things to figure out. I feel that this relationship maybe in some ways is not exactly something that he would expect it, although for him that's the wonderful relationship. But I feel that maybe this relationship somewhat different, or maybe they not fit with his surrounding or his background, and there's a lot of things that he needs to accommodate in his life in order for you to fit. But in the end, I see in between you two, everything is great. So enjoy that, enjoy where you at, and do not concentrate on where you're going next, what's going next. Enjoy where it is now. Do not pressure your partner right now for any decisions. That's not the right time. You will only make the situation more difficult for him. I see there is just some resistance, not even resistance going on. It's just a lot of factors that might not add into your relationship, and that's about your surrounding, and maybe a surrounding what coming from your life, your background, your surrounding, or maybe his. So that needs to be dealt with, and then you just have to give it time first, and second, do not pressure this relationship. Do not test this relationship right now. Do not pressure it, what's going to be next, what's coming next. That's not the time. Enjoy it. Just enjoy. Free up all the resistance from it. Don't think where this relationship is going. Just enjoy where they're coming right now. Okay, so this is what I have to say. So in terms of will he propose, I don't see proposal right now, but I do see that you have a beautiful relationship that you just need to give some time to develop, and I'm not saying that it might not be a possibility in the future. Okay, so will he propose for the group number 2? Okay, interesting. There a situation you have in your life that there is maybe a certain, from your side or maybe from his side, there is a certain maybe legal or property concern. Maybe there is kind of maybe there is a marriage contract situation going on, or maybe there is a possibility of it, something connected with the physical world, perhaps maybe a property, or the question of marriage is not here more. It's not about love. The concern of getting into the marriage or get married is more physical, I would say. Physical, what I mean is financial, or maybe what comes to property, or what comes to, there is certain evaluation going on there. So I feel there is this, I feel strong connection with a physical world, what comes physical energies, maybe financial, maybe again hard to say when it's a general reading, but I think there is a concern going on from your side and from his side. But if you're thinking, if he proposed, that's probably of the partner that you expecting proposal maybe, or you're curious about proposal. There is definitely a financial aspect, or let's say material aspect is going on in there. Something that you need to evaluate, maybe something that happened with your job. Maybe you will have to move if you are going to get married, or maybe you will have to leave your job. Or will you get married? Or on his side, there is something that connected with maybe there is a difference in between your financial background, and there is kind of thought going on about that, how to secure yourself, or that type of things. So I think here is marriage is not really about that much of feelings. There is a lot of material question involved with the question of marriage itself, official marriage. So I wouldn't be surprised if the person proposed, and if they did propose, or if they were going to propose, they will also offer a marriage contract, or maybe you will want to have a marriage contract, or there will be certain conditions or certain demands that will going to go with the proposal, or let's say, well, not demands is not the right word, it's certain requirements maybe will going to come with the proposal. You might feel upset because of that, or you might be feeling that you've been attacked because of that, and defensive. So I think it's important to understand where your partner is coming from, and understand that whatever his suggestions is not that he's not trusting you, it's always reflection from that comes from that person. So maybe there is insecurity or some fears that coming from your partner that might be reflect in that conversation, and the conversation that comes to material possessions, or how it will be going to be in a marriage, or that type of things. So I would suggest you, even though you feel defensive, even though you think that maybe that your partner not trust you or that doubt you, it's not that. It's more that I would suggest you to come with understanding and really address their fears, and really talk quietly and understand where they're coming from. So really have a conversation. Try not to get emotionally involved. Try not to take it personally if there will be some conversation that comes to, as I said, physical possession, materials possession, maybe wedding contract. Do not try to take it personally. Just try to address the fears that the person have, the concerns that the person have, because usually, of course, when people want to extra prepare themselves, is just because of some previous experiences, or some experiences that they heard of, and they just try to prevent that. So here I would suggest instead of being defensive, that might be your first reaction, just try to understand where they're coming from. Try to put yourself on their place, and understand where they might come from, and then address the issue from their standpoint. Come with understanding, and just talk to them and work together, and I'm sure that you will be working out, you can work out something. Also, I'd like to mention, if your situation is different and maybe the opposite, and your concern is maybe that your partner cannot provide you to the degree that you would want them to, and you fighting that, and you have inner disbalance within yourself, or maybe you have a lot of arguments with your partner, that based on that, then again, cards tell me that you need to reunite, and you need to really put your focus on why you with this person on the first place. It's all about really finding your way back into each other, and do not, whichever it might be, do not attack each other, or do not attack your person because you feel that they cannot give you what you want them, if that is resonating with you. There is still some questions to be decided. So I think there is strong kind of material questions going on with attached to the question of the marriage. And I think that for both of you is still to understand, and still to resolved before that. So I think you both kind of think of it. So that's something that I would tell you. So do I see a proposal right now? I do not really see a proposal in terms of you might talk about marriage, you might talk about that possibility, but I really think you need to sort out some financial questions right now, or how you are going to be living the material aspect of you probable marriage that you might have, and that's what you will need to discuss first, and then you will make a decision, because I think you're both on the fence right now. I don't think that you both still have some doubts about that, and maybe not doubts, but just maybe certain things that you feel that you need to maybe sacrifice, or that you feel that you need to bend a little bit. So I think that first the situation needs to be resolved. You have to be both clear-minded, and then this decision will come. Decision to get married will come much easier for you when you will actually address the matter that you feel uncomfortable in your relationship. Again, as I said, it's a general reading, hard to tell, but that might be a difference in the financial backgrounds, and maybe that needs to be addressed, or that you both need to be comfortable, you need to be secure. And once you will actually talk that through, then the decision whether to get married or not will come to both of you much easier. Okay, so that was the reading for group number 2. Okay, so this is the reading will he going to propose for group number 3. What's interesting is you have 2 cards from a reading from the group number 2, but here they a little bit different. As always, tarot cards are have multiple different meanings, but I think that's very interesting because I feel some energies are similar. Okay, so for group number 3, first of all, very interesting. There is a big change, or maybe did you break up right now? Are you break up and you coming back together, or you have some big issue, or maybe you had some big fight, or maybe you're not sure. There is definitely some certain of transformation that your relationship are going through, and I would say that maybe there is some sort of test that your relationship is going through, and you really feel it. And I feel that there is a lot of there's very strong energies, and you're definitely fighting for the relationships, and that will be very worth it, because actually I do feel the proposal. I feel that you will actually going to get proposal, because even though now I would like something more specific situation, but there's something transformative going with your relationship. Again, there may be some conflict, there may be you fall out, or maybe you had an argument and you decide to break up, or whatever it is. I feel even though maybe you've now experienced the breakup of the relationship, I feel it's not over for you. You will going to fight for the relationship. You will going to make up, and I do feel it will resolve into proposal and into the marriage. It will going to resolve in the proposal. So yes, I think that if that's the you feel that there is accurate for you, and or you feel that now your relationship kind of go through some tough rough patch, definitely fight for it, because there is something very strong. You're both interested into getting together. You're both interested into being in each other's lives. So I feel that more even depend onto you to be more active, really understand your partner, understand where they're coming from, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they did something, maybe they did some mistake that you might feel that maybe caused the change of attitude toward your partner. Maybe he did something that you wasn't a big fan of. If you will do the effort, if you will going to forgive and forget, then I'll definitely see this relationship will going to resolve in a marriage or in the proposal. So this is definitely up to you. That's up to you. But I see that even if you're going through something, some transformational times into your relationship, and yes, just fight for them, just give it another go. Remember that it's relationship is not about you and the other person, it's about both of you, it's about us. So it's really important to communicate and really try to put yourself on your partner's place and really try to understand them and hear them out. Sometimes just hearing them out and trying to understand without giving the emotions cloud your mind, then you will be able to actually understand, and you will be able to accept their reasoning, perhaps, or you will be able to understand them better, or why they behave certain way, or why they say certain things, etc. So yes, in the end, I do see marriage, I do see a proposal there, very, very, very likely, but you do need to maybe forgive and maybe moved on, or maybe just give it another go and give it a chance. But if you do, there is definitely a wedding bells I see for you. Okay, so that's been a reading for group number 3. So here was the end of this reading. Hopefully you enjoyed. Again, like this video if you did, comment does it resonated with you, the reading, and if you have any other questions that you would like me to read for you in the future on this channel. And of course, subscribe. Your support means a lot, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!